Good morning, everyone. Just gonna do a little bit of warm up here. Hello, hello. Six to start with. We have a 3-2 result, which is a primary and explosion. Good morning to all. Just gonna warm up here for a few minutes. Yes. Got about 5 or 6 minutes before we start here. Jumped up, primary on top on both sides. Another primary on top on both sides. Single pitch, double pitch. Three in the bottom. 5, 6, that's a 1, 5 X's. 5, 4, 6. 6. Top on the left side. Implosion on the right side. 2. 6 is in the bottom. We have 5 4 X's. 4 minutes here before we start. You're very welcome there, Uncle Hopu. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Glenn. 5,000 miles of driving naked. Wow. That is a ton. 65, 63. 65, 63. 6 is on top. 4, 5. 65, 63. Four. 65, 63. Start over the 3, 2, 3, 6. Five. 2 minutes. primary explosion. 6362. Pitch. 6. We started here. It's gonna be a little bit before we get Crapsee going today, guys. Because we're gonna go through some review stuff first. Morning, Chris. Yeah, let's get her started. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Making yours too. Today is episode number 410 of the Level Up program and day number 120 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, it's about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table as well as playing a blue collar craps style of play. On YouTube, we got Uncle Hoku checking in number one, who's on his way to Vegas. So good luck to my friend Uncle Hoku and the team of people that will probably be down there with him. We got JR Joel checking in number two. We got Papa Chops, Glenn, Josh Johnson, Randy Hill, Demon Dog Chris, John C., and the 85 Bears Mike. Good morning to all. We're going to be starting off the next portion of our black belt journey, if you will. And we're going to be starting the rhythm rolling section of the black belt. And this is going to be from now till the end of the black belt section. So I think we have like scheduled like 8 to 10,000 throws total for a black belt. Right now, let me check where we're at for black belt. Right now, we're at 5,400. So we have about another 5,000 throws to go to get to the end of the black belt level. And we're, again, like I said, we're going to begin with that today with the rhythm rolling. We got Hondor checking in. We got Marble 4 checking in. Obey Craps, Trampy, Coach Joe. Good morning to everybody. But we're going to switch over to our dice cam, and I want to explain to you what the hopefully my microphone's working here. I forgot to check that. Give me 1 1 second here. I got to get down there to make sure. Yes, it is working. Okay, good. Um, just barely wiped out. Yeah, that's right. That's what this is all about. This is learning and working your way through the ranks. But anyhow, with the advanced rhythm rolling, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the 3-2-3-6 dice set. So 3-2 on the left die, 3-6 on the right die. And one of my problems is my short-term memory is terrible. So instead of calling it 3-2-3-6, I'm gonna call it a 32-36 because for some reason that's easier for me to remember. But with the advanced rhythm rolling, remember the cousin one set is going to be the same number that's on the front of one die is going to be on the inside of the other die. And that's the same thing this way. So we have a 6 on the front on the right side, 6 on the inside on the left side. If I was to roll the dice around and say we have a 3-6, what we're going to do is we're going to roll those dice forward towards us. We have that 3 and a 6 when we roll towards us. Remember that cousin one says the front of one, the inside of the other. Okay. So the front of one, and we got to rotate that around until we get the inside of the other. So if you look at this now, 3-3-6-6. So hopefully that makes sense on what the cousin one says. So we rolled it, and now we're going to be starting off with a 5-3-5-6 dice, and that's still cousin one variety. Okay, the cousin two variety is going to be the 3-6-3-2, which is just the exact opposite of what we had because we started with the 3-2-3-6 on the cousin one set. So what makes this difference for the cousin two is that the front of the one die is going to be the outside of the other die. So hopefully that makes sense. Same thing here. The front of one die is going to be the outside of the other die. So if I was to roll the dice, say we got a 1-4, I'm going to roll those towards us. We have a 1 on here, so we got to make that on the outside here, that 1. We have a 4 here, so that's going to be the outside of the opposite die. So our new dice so would be the 5-1, 5-4, or the 51-54. So hopefully that makes sense for everybody. And as we go through the session and that, hopefully I'll explain a little bit more in detail on how that works going forward. Couple different rules that we could follow, and this is the mid-level. I call it mid-level, but it's also the advanced rhythm rolling. What I'm looking for is 4 different things when I do my throw. Now, first thing I'm looking for is there any deviations in my throw? So is my posture, my grip, my release, my landing zone, my energy levels, are they the same, or is there something different? The second thing I'm looking for, I have on here is a 2 or 5 on top, but it doesn't matter because remember the advanced rhythm rolling is going to be switching between the cross sixes, I'm sorry, not cross sixes, the cross sixes, the 3V and the 2V dice set. So cross sixes, the 3V to 2V. So if it's a cross sixes, is there a 1 or 6 on top of one of the dice? If it's a 3V, is there a 3 or a 4 on top of one of the dice? Or if it's a 2V dice set that we're using, is there a 2 or a 5 on top? The third question we're asking is there a warning result? So if it's a cousin one set, isn't there an explosion on one dice and a single pitch towards us on the other dice? Or is there an implosion on one dice and a single pitch away from us on the other dice? Those are warning signs. And it's the exact opposite for the cousin two set. And then the last question I'm asking myself is it repeatable? So can I repeat the last throw that I did? And if it is repeatable or something I want to repeat, then obviously we're going to start analyzing the dice and see what happened. If not, no, then we're not going to do any analyzing and we're just going to wash it off and we'll start over in the beginning. Remember that our dice sets, and I'll explain this as we go, our base set is going to be a 3-2-3-6, our 3V dice set. If I have a Hardway as a result, I start over at that 3-2-3-6, or if a 7 shows up, I will start over at that 3-2-3-6. So just kind of some general rules as we go forward here. Good morning, Lazy Dog. Welcome back. Woof, woof, thumbs up, everyone, he says. Danny Puckoff, good morning. So let's get started here. On Crapsee, make sure you check that live tab, and that will get you over to the table that we're using. We have 15 people on Crapsee. We have got 20 people watching on YouTube. And let's get her going. 3-2-3-6, 32, 36 is our first dice set. Dice out. I know that was a long explanation of everything, but we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So let me make sure that I have everything hooked up right here. Just give me 2 seconds here. 32-36 with a 4-4 result, and that's going to be a double pitch on both dice, primary and the bottom side. Let's mark that point of 8. And we'll get started. We have got a bankroll starting off today at $28.70. Our goal is $287, which is 10%. So hopefully our bankroll at the end will be $31.57 or more. We're coming into this program today with 23 wins and 10 losses so far. So hopefully we can get those wins up. Last week it was a rough week. We took a couple losses last week. But at a $2,800 bankroll, that's going to put us at level 4 in the program. So we're going to go with 220 on the inside. And that's going to be $50 on a 5 and 9, 60, and that's 6 and 8. And we'll go all bets set here. So again, we start off with a Hardway. So we go back to the 3236 to 3236. That's our base dice set. And let's go. Dice out. I jerked down a little bit, but we have a 145, the truck and camper. We had a 32-36 dice set with a 145 result. It's going to take me a little while to remember what these interpretations are. But we had a implosion on the left side, double pitch on the right side. So 1 dice off axis. That is a normal result for me. And that's going to allow us to go to $85 on the 5 and 9. Remember, with the programmer, we're looking for a pressed up hit in order to get out of the shooter. If you guys didn't see, I put a new video out yesterday morning, level 2, explain how I do the CMJ betting system or betting program. We're going through level 2 of the betting, and that's for a bankroll of $660 to $1,320. For our rhythm roll in here, we're going to take the dice, roll them back towards us. We have a 1 on the inside, a 4 on the side because we're with the cousin 1 set. That's going to give us a 21-24 dice set. So I'm going to write this down so I can remember. 21-24, all bet set. A little bit long on that landing zone, and we came up with a 6-1-7. So that's going to be 1 dice off axis with the single pitch or single pitch with a 1 dice off axis. So we'll see exactly what it is once we get it entered in here. Single pitch towards us with an explosion. So that's a warning sign, obviously. So we're going to keep an eye open for that. And it's going to be a little bit hit and go here for a little bit here, guys, until we get this all down. So that means we're going to start over at that 3236. Unfortunately, we lost our bets. It was only 3 rolls along, so that was not a good representation. The idea of the advanced rhythm rolling is once we figure out whether we need to be on a cousin 1 or cousin 2 set, it should hopefully extend our rolls. So that was only 3 rolls long. I could possibly move over to the cousin 2 set right away, but we're going to give the cousin 1 set one more chance. And if we get a fast 7, then we will switch it definitely over to the cousin 2 set. So hopefully all that makes sense. 21 people watching on YouTube. We got 20 people playing on Crapsee. All bets set. Shooter number 2. 3236. Nice crossed. I mean, we have a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne at N Daddy Joe. So it's marked a point of 10. 3236 is the dice set with a 6-4 result. Which is going to be a double pitch and an explosion. Nice off axis. Again, we're going to go 220 on the inside. $50 on the 5 and 9, 60 on that 6 and 8. Rhythm rolling the dice. We're going to roll the 6 and 4 back towards us. We'll go 6 on the inside. We'll go 4 on the inside. And the other thing is remember that the cousin one set on the 2V, 3V, and cross sixes, the sevens show up the same exact way. So you can interchange in between the three different sets and feel safe that if you're rolling the cousin one set decent, that you're going to get a decent result. The advantage of doing this now is hopefully you can start spreading these numbers out a little bit amongst the box numbers and pick up a couple of different numbers. So we have a 56, 54 dice set. And we'll go all bet set. So 56, 50, 2V in the bottom. These are split apart when I grabbed them, so the grip was not adequate. There we go. 56, 54. And we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So we had a 56, 54 with a 5-1 result. So that's a good primary on top. On the left side, implosion on the right side. Point of 6. Oh, the point is 10. Never mind. Silly me. So that means we're going to go $96 on the 6 and 8. There's a lot of stuff to remember here. Is when I'm producing the show and trying to figure out these damn dice. So, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna rhythm roll these. We'll take the 5 and 1, roll them back. We got a 1 on the inside, 5 on the inside. We're gonna go to 3, 5, 3, 1. 35, 31 for our next dice set. And we'll call it all bet set. 35, 31. 3V on top, cousin 1 set. Dice out. Wow. We're switching right over to that cousin 2 set. 2, 5, 7. So that's a 0.7. And that was not good. We had, what was our dice set again? This is where my memory sucks. 35, 31 with a 2, 5 result. So we're going to switch over to that cousin 2 set right away. And hopefully that is the change that we'll need here in order to get the extended roll. So I apologize here for early 0.7 out. Both 3 rolls each. So cousin 2 set is you start with a 3, 2, 3, 6. Turn both of the dice out 1 quarter turn. And it gives you a 3, 6, 3, 2 dice set. 3, 6, 3, 2. So we're switching over to cousin 2 set. And we'll call it all bets set here. Let's get her started and let's get an extended roll now. 3, 6, 3, 2. Ooh, that's a high bounce. 1, 6, 7. That's not hopefully a repeatable results. So we're going to stick with that 3, 6, 3, 2. Come out 7 pass line winner natural. It's funny I'm talking my way through this because makes me look like it's not going to work, but it will. It will. 3, 6, 3, 2. Like Uncle Hoku says, positive power, positive energy here. Let's go all bets set right away. 21 people on Crapsee, 24 people watching. We got 15 likes. 3, 6, 3, 2. Let's get those dice to die right at the back. Oh, that was nice energy off the dice, but we hit another 1, 6, 7. What did we do? What did we do? What did you do? That was a 3, 6, 3, 2 dice set again. 1, 6. Another pass line winner. Come on, natural. You believe in me, John C says, good morning. Good morning, Cajun. That's awesome. Last time, 3632. If we get another damn six, we're going right back to the cousin one set. So again, all bets set here. Face out. Riddle says, do not work to come out. Nice cross. I mean, this time. And now we have a primary on top. We have a 3-3 hard, 6 to double degen. So let's mark the point of 6. And again, if there's a Hardway result, we go back to what we started with, which is the 3632 for our dice set. Just the cousin 2 variety. We're going to go 220 on the inside. And we got a little bit of recovery to do here for today for our bets. Our bankrolls down to 24.28. If I lost everything on the table right now, we'd be down at $2,208. So we're down a little bit here today. Let's get her going. All bets set. 3632. And we have a 1-3-4. That would be the Big Joe Raps Master Journey. We have 3632 for our dice set. We have a 1-3 result. That's going to be single pitch towards us with a primary on top. Yeah. Call your dice set numbers on top and facing you. Yes. Okay, so I have right now there's a 1 and a 3 on top. We're going to roll that 1 and 3 towards us. We're going to go 1 on the one on the outside because we're using the cousin 2 set. 3 on the outside. And if you go back, Trampy, to the beginning of the video after we're done here, I'll kind of explain it to you. But we have a 2, 1, 2, 3 dice set now. So this is a 2V dice set. So if you guys can see that. 2, 1, 2, 3 dice sets. So I call it 21, 23 because my memory sucks. So that's an easier way for me to remember 21, 23. And we'll call this all bets set here. Face out. That 4 was no help for me, by the way, for my bets. And I have several videos out in the past explaining how to do the rhythm rolling. And I've borrowed these stuff from George from CY to do this. And we got a 6-4-10. Again, Waylon's best friend on it. And this time it's Big Ben. And I got to remember we had a 2-1-2-3 dice set. And we have a 6-4 result. So again, that's going to be a primary single pitch towards us on both sides. So that's going to be a primary in the back side there. And again, that was no help for us. So we're going to take that 6 and 4, roll it towards us. We're going to go 6 on the outside. We'll go 4 on the outside. So now we have a 2-6-2-4, 26-24 for our dice set. It's left and then right. Lazy dog. Yep. Okay, and then we'll go all bets set here. 26-24 is the dice set. And my grip is way off today. Well, after we jumped over, we have the OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots. That was a 6. So we get that back. There we go. Was a 6, and we got a 12. So our dice set there, and I forgot it was a 26-24 with a 6-6 result. Again, that's going to be one dice off axis. That is one of the bookends if you're playing the ATS. Since we have a Hardway on top, we're going to go back to the 3-6-3-2 dice set. Cousin 2 variety. And then when I land, I try to call it left and then right, correct, as a result. 100%, Lazy Dog. Thank you very much for clarifying that. So it's a 3-6-3-2, and then when I call the result, it will be the left die first and then the right. Correct, 100%. Dice out. 3-6-3-2. And we got a 3-5-8. That would be the grape 8. 6-3-2 is the dice set. We have a 3-5 result. Primary at top on the left side. Single pitch towards us on the right side. So single pitch of the dice. 3-5 result is an 8. So we're going to go to $96 on that 8 and 6. We're looking for inside numbers here. We're going to roll these back towards us. 3 and 5 in the front. 5 on the outside. We'll go 3 on the outside. So this gives us cross sixes on top. So we have a 6-3-6-5. 63-65 dice set. And we'll go all bet set really. 63-65. And we got a 3-3 hard 6 again. Wow. Okay, 63-65 was the dice set with a 3-3 result. And this is the first shooter that we actually got out of it. So we're going to bring our bets down. That was a winner. Winner 6, by the way. So our point comes off. We're going to go 160 across. And we'll turn our bets off. And again, we're looking for rhythm rolling now. So we're going to, I'm sorry, trend betting now. So we're going to go 3-6-3-2 again. Starting our dice set over again. How old is the Crapsee table? It's a little ways in. We probably have about a week and a half, 2 weeks here going on this occasion. Hopefully that's not a problem with everybody. So probably about 2 weeks old, I think. We'll go all bets set. 3-6-3-2 dice out. We are looking for a point. All of our box numbers are turned off. A little bit long on the throw, but we have a 6-2-8. That is the Duracell 8. Go support free live craps and give that thumbs up where deserved. 3-6-3-2 is a dice set. 6-2 results. And that's going to be a single pitch away on both sides, primary and the front side. 6-2 for Crapsee. Again, we're going to go cousin 2 set, so we'll roll them back towards us. Put a 6 on the outside, we'll put a 2 on the outside, gives us a 3-6-3-2 again. 3-6-3-2. It brings us back to our base. And that was an 8 for marking point. So we'll call that all bet set. Base out. 6-3-2. 36-32. And we got a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So we have 36-32 for our dice set. We have a 2-1 for the result. That's gonna be implosion, explosion, drift right. Result. That's gonna be help you with that small. Again, we'll roll the dice back. We'll go 2 on the outside. We'll go 1 on the outside. It's gonna be 3V on the top. 3-2-3-1. 32-31. And let's call this all bet set. Face out. 363231. Looking for box numbers. And we got a 538. That would be the grape ape. So we have 3231 dice set with a 5-3 result. Pitch towards us and a primary. We're gonna go to $42 on that 6. I'm sorry, on the 8, and that was a winner 8, by the way. Turn our bets off. Again, roll the dice back. We got a 5 on the inside. We have got a 3 on the outside. Does not make sense on the outside. There we go. Okay, so that gives us a 1, 5, 1, 3 dice set. Let's cross 6s on the bottom. So we have a 15, 13, 15, 13. And we'll call this all bet set. All of our numbers are our bets are turned off. We're looking for a new point again. 15, 13 is our dice set. So and we got magic aces. Pass line loser. Come on, loser. And I gotta go back and remember what the dice set was. 15, 13. 5, 1, 3 with the magic aces, which is a primary on the bottom side. That's gonna allow us to go back to the 3, 6, 3, 2 dice set again. 36, 32, which is the cousin 2 variety. And we'll call this all bet set right away. 19 people on Crapsee. You get 27 people watching on YouTube. That's a switch there. We have that little people on Crapsee compared to how many people are watching on YouTube, which I'm fine with. They suck. Looking for a point here. We have a 3632. And we have a 145 truck and camper. 3632 with a 145 result. Let's mark the point of 5. And that's a small, everyone. We hit that small. That's also when we lit up half that screen green. And again, this is one of the advantages of hopefully of doing the rhythm rolling. Other than the 2 and the 12, which are usually just mistakes. The 2 and 12 are mistakes, but the rest of them we should be able to knock off this ATS a little bit easier by doing this. So hopefully that's at least the thought behind it. So we're going to go 5, 1, 5, 4, 2V in the bottom, 5, 1, 5, 4. We have the point of 5 marked. And we'll call this all bet set. 51, 54. Is it? Short and that landing zone, and the result is a 1, 5, 1, 6, 7. So that is the rhythm rolling at its finest. Because what do we have for the dice set? We have 51, 54. So I did not repeat the mechanics. I called that short before I even called the result, and the result was a bad result. So that is, yeah, it explains it right there 100%. Made $45 on that shooter, even though we were 14 rolls in. So we need to hit some repeatable box numbers. That would make our rolls a little better. 3632. Good morning, Kevin. Trampy, I think you iced me. You said we're rolling now. So anyhow, let's go all best set. This is gonna be shooter number 4 for the day here. We're gonna stick with that cousin 2 set, 3632, and dice out. and reproduce this and then get a little bit better quality now. 3632, we have a come out 734. That is a warning sign. The last one was, let me see what that 7 was. That was a, that's going to be 2 warning signs. We're going to switch back to the cousin 1 set now, because that's 2 warning signs with an implosion, explosion, or 1 dice. Although that was a double pitch on this last one, so that's still a warning sign, but we're going to stick with the 3632. You don't, can't believe I didn't see that. Double pitch is one thing. Doesn't matter whether you're on cousin 1 or cousin 2. Double pitch is the one of the killers on this way of rolling here. When you have the 1 dice off axis with the single pitch away or towards us is where you need to worry about that. So let's go all bet set. Still looking for a point. It's up 3632. A little bit of a high bounce, but we have a 639. That'd be the easy 9, the soft frank. So let's mark the point of 6 or of 9. 3632 with a 63 result. Again, we're going to go 220 on the inside. 63 for Crapsee. Good morning, Waylon and David. Good morning. Yeah, my volume is a little low today. I don't understand why. I'm gonna have to look into that after I'm done here. I noticed that before I even started, David. But thank you for the feedback. That is very appreciated. Good morning, Mark. And we're gonna roll these dice back towards us. We'll go 6 on the outside, 3 on the outside. Gives us 5, 6, 5, 3 for our dice set. 56, 53. All bet set. I'm not sure if a setting got knocked on my thing or not. 56, 53 is the dice set. Dice set. Dice crossed on me, but we have a 325. That would be the Justice 5. So what was my damn dice set again? 56, 53 with a 3-2 result. Primary and a double pitch. And we're going to go to $85 on that 5 and 9. I'm going to see something really quick here to see if I can adjust this microphone on the fly here. I have that set up as far as I can. So I don't screw anything up as we go here. So we're going to go test, 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 test. So that should hopefully be better right there now. Let me know if that's not better. So I don't know why it went down somehow, but put in a chat if that's better, please. That would be greatly appreciated. Awesome. That is much louder. That is good to know. And we got a 3632 with a 63 there. So 3632 with a 63. Why is that not coming across there? Yeah, let me check. 3632 with a 63. There we go. KPI should be up to date now. Yeah, I'm not sure why, and that might be too loud for my microphone now. Let me know if it's too loud. But anyhow, let's go all bets set here. We're gonna go with a 3 on the outside, 2 on the outside. 13-12 again. 13-12 is our dice set. Excellent. Dice crossed again on me, and we have a 459 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So we have a 1312 with a 4-5 result. So that's going to be single pitch towards us on both of them, primer and the back side. And that was a winner 9. So that's going to allow us to get out of the shooter again. We have $189 brought back. We're going to go 160 across. And we'll turn our bets off while we do the come out. Okay, Craig, thank you very much. We're going to roll the dice back towards us, 4 on the inside, and we got 5 on the inside. And for those of you who don't know how to produce shows and that, we have, I use OBS, and I can watch the green bar going back and forth on my microphone, and I don't want it to go into the red. And there's a couple spots where it has gone into the red, which means it is a touch loud, but we'll try to fix that after the show is done here, but it should be better. Could use a little horn right now. It's this occasion, but we're gonna go all bets set here. We're gonna go 6-4-6-5 for our dice set. 6-4-6-5. So my pen is not working. Too many different things to worry about here. 64-65 is a dice set, and we are coming out looking for a point, I believe. Yes. Dice out. 64-65. They split off on me, but we have a 314. That would be the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So it's marked a point of 5, and we had 64-65 for our dice set. And we have a 3-1 result. So that is going to be single pitch towards us with a double pitch, single pitch of the dice. So close, says Cajun. But we're marking that point of 4, and all of our box numbers are turned back on. Again, we're going to go cousin 2 set. 5351 is going to be our number. 5351. And I'm getting rid of this pin to get a different one that hopefully works. There you go. 5351. 5351 is a dice set. All bets set. Dice out. And we got a 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So we had a 53-51 dice set with a 4-5 result. Primary on top on that right side, single pitch towards us on the left side. And we're going to pressure that 9 up to $35 now. We've got 224 brought back to rack, 170 on a table. Take the dice, roll them back towards us. We got a 5 on the outside. We got a 4 on the outside. That gives us a 1-4-1-5. 14-15. 14-15 is the dice set. And we'll call that all bets set here. Face out. Cross 6 is on the bottom. 14-15. And we got a 3-1-4 again. It's a leaner. Hopefully come down on a 1. There we go. 3-1-4, the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So again, I got a cluster with the Big Joe. We had a 14-15 for our dice set with a 3-1 result. That's going to be a primary on top on that right side again. Single pitch towards us again. So we have another single pitch of the dice. And that's going to be a winner 4 again. So it's almost a Buckeye buckshot. We're going to go to $50 on that 4. And then we'll turn our bets off while we look for a new point. So again, roll the dice back towards us. We have a 3 on the outside. We have a 1 on the outside. Gives us 5, 3, 5, 1, 53, 51. 2V in the bottom. And all bets set. 53, 51. And we got a hard 8 square pair. 53, 51. With a 4-4 result. Let's mark that point of 8. And that's going to be a single pitch and explosion. 1 dice off access. And bets are turned back on again. And we're going to start over to 3, 6, 3, 2 because anytime there's a hardway on top, you start over with that base set. 3, 6, 3, 2, and our base set is cousin 2 right now. Good morning, Jen. First show in a week, she says. That's not the truth, Jen. You were on a show last night. Welcome back, by the way. I hope your cruise went well. I heard that you said you didn't do well financially, but hopefully the rest of it was enjoyable for you. Dice out. And we got a 5-6 mid-mo yo. That's cheer coming to us from above. So we have 3, 6, 3, 2 dice set with a 5-6 result. And that's going to be no help for our bets. Again, we'll take these dice, roll them back towards us. We'll go 5 on the outside. We'll go 6 on the outside. Gives us 3, 5, 3, 6, 3V on top. 35, 36 is the dice result. Night is not morning. I will beg to differ, Glenn, because night is morning for me and morning is night for you, if that makes sense, because I'm a third shifter, and time of day does not matter to me. It's when you're supposed to be awake, you're awake. When you're supposed to be sleeping, you are trying to sleep. So we got 35, 36, dice out. And we have a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. And 35, 36, just had to confirm that. Remember, see if I remembered it correctly. 1-5 result. And let's pressure that 6 up to $42 now. And that was drift left of the dice. Let's bring those here. We'll go 1 on the outside. We got 5 on the outside. We have a 3, 1, 3, 5 dice set. 3V on top. 3, 1, 3, 5. And let's go. I'll bet set here. Dice out. 31, 35. And we have a 2, 3, 5, the Justice 5. So we have 31, 35 with a 2, 3 result. Let's get a primary at top on that right side, explosion on the left side. 1 dice off axis. And we're going to pressure that 5 up to $32. I'm sorry, $35. And again, we will roll this dice back. We got 2 on the outside. We got 3 on the outside. Cross 6s on the top. 6, 2, 6, 3 is a dice set. 62, 63. Outside hit shooter. There we go. So all bets set. 6263. Nice out. A little bit long in the landing zone. You have a 156, another KitchenAid mixer. That is nice. And again, I forgot the damn dice. That's 6263 with a 1-5 result. So the 6 is starting to get hit a little bit more often here. And we're going to go to $60 on that 6. That was a double pitch, an explosion, 1 dice off the axis. Roll it back towards us. We got a 1 and a 5. So it gives us a 31.35 for our dice set. 31.35. Good morning, Ashish. All bets set. So I did Alfredo's show yesterday before the craps chat. And I was on for about 2 hours. There was about 6 or 7 of us rolling the dice. And I did horrendous. I had a 3 and a 4 yesterday. So not a very good start. And then I had to bow out for a little bit. So we got 31.35 as our dice set. Dice out. Dice split apart midair a little bit. We have a 5-3-8, the Grape Ape. So that was a 135. 135 with the 5-3 results. Primary top on the right side, implosion on the left side. And that is a winner 8, I believe. So we're going to go to $42 on that 8. We'll turn all of our box numbers off. And we are at, if I took everything off the table, we're at $2,900, which puts us $30 over our starting point for the day. So we finally recovered somewhat from those shooters. Roll it back. We got a 5 and a 3. So we're back to cross 6s on the bottom. 1, 5, 1, 3. That's a 15-13 for our dice set. 15-13. And we got all bets set. Looking for a new point here. Cross 6s on the bottom. 15-13. Short on the landing zone. We have a 2-1-3 ace deuce. Alfredo sauce on the come up. Pass line loser. And again, I forgot the damn dice set. 15-13 was the dice set with a 2-1 result. So we're still looking for a point here. All we need is magic aces to hit that small again. We hit the small earlier today. And that gives us a 3-2-3-1 dice set. 32-31. And let's go all bets set. So Turbo 20 had a 49 roller. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't see that. That is awesome. Okay. 32-31 is the dice set. All bets set. Dice out. And we have a 2-6-8, the Duracell 8. And our dice set again, 32-31 with a 2-6 result. That's the double pitch of the dice, which is not a good sign here. Hopefully we can get rid of that. Let's mark the point of 8 once again. So our 8s and our 6s are coming in pretty strong. 5s are not too far behind. 3s and our 4s and 9s there as well. Roll the dice back. We got a 6 on the outside. We got a 2 on the outside. 4-2-4-6. 42-46. 3V on the bottom. All bets set. $42, $46. Ooh, high jump on there. We got a 4-2-6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So 46 with a 4-2 result. That's gonna be one dice off axis. And let's go to $90 on that 6. In fact, I'm going to pull my bets down here somewhat so we can get above that break even for the day. This is a bet recovery thing. Let's pull our bets down. Let's go. Let's start with 66 inside, see what that brings us. That brings us at 2904 if I lost everything. Let's stick with that. We're going to start over at 66 inside and start working our way up. So that way we have at least a profit of $34 for the day at the bare minimum. So that's a good thing. Remember, our first two shooters we lost money on, so that we finally recovered that $440 that we lost on that. So that is the smart choice to do to play this. 6462 is our dice set. 6462. Just don't make them go to level 5. All bets set here. Dice out. 6 is on top. 6462. Dice out. A little bit long on that, and we had a roll back, but we have another 516 kitchen mixer. And that was a lucky roll because of the result or the way the dice went off the back wall. So we got lucky. Now it's 6462 was the dice set with a 5-1 result. And that was a 6 here, so we're going to go up to $30 on that 6. We hit that 6 again, we will spread out to either the 410. We have 518 brought back to the rack. We have 78 on the table currently. Remember, we did 2 reductions already, so we're out of the shooter with our profit to get back to that break-even point. 4541 is our new dice set. 4541. And all bets set. 4541. Dice out. That left one took off on us. We have a 2-2 hard fuzzy 4. 2-2 is going to cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. 4541 was the dice set with a 2-2 result. Again, one dice off axis, normal result for me. And that's no help for our bets. Again, Hardway set on top makes us start over in the beginning with our dice set. So we're going back to the 3-6-3-2 cousin 2 set. If you guys, anybody make goal, make sure that you put in the comments here that you may go. Good morning, K Fisher. He says, am I using Bone Tracker to show stats on the bottom? No, I am not. This is a program that actually I had developed for me and only me by Coach Joe, the person that's in our chat. At least he was earlier on. He sat down with me and it took about a month or 2 to work through, but we got it set up here. And it's exclusive to my show only. I work it in conjunction with KPI. Maybe someday in the future we'll get it rolled out to everybody, but at the current moment, I'm the only one using that. So, but KPI, no, I'm not sure if KPI or Bone Tracker has something similar to this, maybe. 3-6-3-2, dice out. And we have a 538, the grape ape again. So that is a winner 8. It is very helpful, okay, for sure. Very helpful for me in training my ability to interpret the dice, if you will, at the table. And it's, it's a good reference point. So like right now I'm using it quite extensively to name off the results because we're switching sets so much. But over time, I'm going to be able to interpret these sets without having to look at it, which is where I was at with the cross sixes. I was pretty much looking at the dice result, not the screen itself, if that makes sense. But anyhow, that was a winner 8. We're going to go to $30 on that 8. And we're going to turn our bets off while we look for a new point. And what do we have as a result? We had a 5-3. So we're going to go to 1-5-1-3 for our dice set. 15-13 again. So you are down to level 2, Cajun. That's awesome. Dice out. 15-13 is our dice set. Cross sixes on the bottom. 15-13. Dice split apart just a little bit when he left my fingers. Of course, 6-1 as a result, and that is something you want to repeat. But that's a pass line winner. Unfortunately, that resets at ATS. But that is something that I felt as the dice were released. Thankfully, came on a time when the puck was turned off. Okay, we're going to start over again. 3-6-3-2 for our dice set. Do not work to come out, as they say. I'm back to level 3, says Cajun. Oh my God, don't work to come out, my friend. Dice out. And we got a 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Max. So let's mark that point on 9. 3-6-3-2 is the dice set with a 5-4 result. And that's going to be explosion double pitch. 1 dice off axis. 5-4. Marking point of 9. So all of our box numbers are turned back on. We've got 30 on a 6 and 8. We got 15 on that 5 and 9. Roll the dice back towards us. Got 5 on the outside, 4 on the outside. Cross 6 is 6-5-6-4 is our new dice set. 65-64. And all bet sets. 21 people still playing at Crapsee. You got 30 people watching, 21 likes. Let's see if we can get the last 9 people or so to give me that thumbs up sometime before you leave the program today. That would be greatly appreciated. 6-4, 6-5-6-4, 65-64, dice out. Again, those dice split apart when I left my fingers. We got lucky this time. 2-1-3. Ace-2 Alfredo sauce. 65-64. I have to start remembering, or trusting my judgment now. I remember the dice set, but I had to go back and verify. I was talking to my younger son yesterday. He goes, Dad, you ever get to the point where you're in bed and you had to set your alarm because you got to get up for work the next morning, and you set your alarm, and then he goes, you wake up a couple of seconds later, like, did I reset it? He goes, it's almost like OCD now. He goes, I have to check it like 6 times to make sure I set the alarm. And I start kind of chuckling a little bit at that. Got to run payroll. Okay. Thank you, Craig. Have a good day, my friend. Hopefully you'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I will as well. 3-2-3-1's our new dice set. 3-2-3-1. We got all bets set, and I'm rolling a little bit slower today. We only got 42 rolls in because of trying to explain everything and get through everything here today with you. 3-2-31 or 32-31 dice out. A little bit long on that landing zone. We got lucky. 6-2-8. There's so 8. 231 with a 6-2 result. And that gives us a drift left of the dice. Those 6s and 8s are hot. That was an 8, so we're going to take the profit from that. We're going to go $15 on the 10. We'll go $15 on the 4, so now we're all the way across. We can start trend betting upwards from there. We'll go 2 on the outside, we'll 6 on the outside, so you have a 3, 6, 3, 2. And if you're watching along here, make sure you go back to the beginning of the program. I explained to you how the rhythm rolling works right in the beginning. We'll go all bet set here. 36, 32 is our dice set, the base set here. John made goal. That's awesome. I would be at goal if I wouldn't have reduced my bets. I want to make sure that I got back to that break-even point first. If I lost everything, I'd be at $29.27 for the day, which is up $57, which I'm happy with. And dice sets. Short again on that landing zone. 325 Justice 5. And we went back to the base set on that, so it was a 3632 with a 32 result. So that's going to be a single pitch away, single pitch of the dice. Both dice on axis. We're going to go to what are we going to do? We're going to go to 35 or $25 on that 5. Yeah, we'll go 2 on the outside, 3 on the outside. So we have 1, 3, 1, 2, 13, 12. For our dice set, 13, 12. And all bets set. Asian's almost back. That's awesome. John said goal. I don't think Chuck is in the chat from Crapsee there, Randy. 13, 12 is the dice set. Dice out. And we got 257. So the roll comes to an end. And we're going to call the program there. So 13, 12 was the dice set with a 2-5 result. And that was a decent roll for once. And hopefully that shows cases the power not of practicing your shooting, but also practicing the rhythm rolling to hopefully extend the rolls on a comfortable basis. But let's go look at our statistics for the day. We had 4 shooters. We had 3, 3, 14, and then a 25 with an SOR of 11.3, SRR, which I'm not happy about, of 5.6 because of those 4 come out 7. Strong numbers today were that 8 and pretty much the 8. I thought the 6s were stronger than what they're actually showing, but we had the 6s there as well. 7s did show up a little bit, but mostly during those come outs. Box numbers, inside numbers were about expected. 4s and 10s are a little bit low. Come out 7s are high today. Corners or fields are low. Hardways were expected as well. Looking at our black ball statistics, this is through the end of last week, Friday. We had 5,426 throws on black belts. We had a 9.636 SOR, 6.55 SRR, and a BSR of 6.48. So hopefully that was educational. Hopefully it was productive. Hopefully it was fun for you guys. Waylon made a killing today. That's awesome. Occasion's down $11 for the session. That's not bad. I am up for the day, not as much as I wanted to, about 50 some dollars. I'm up for the day because those first 2 shooters did kill me. So the third and fourth one were basically recovery shooters in that. But good morning, John. Make sure you guys check over at Casino Game TV for his daily paycheck, which will hopefully be starting about a minute ago. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.